This is not a thing. What's happening, film friends? Dave the Film Junkie here. Well, I wasn't planning on doing a video about this, but some people just leave me no choice. Yeah, especially my timeline. My Twitter timeline was just full of this today, and it was just, You wonder why I drink? If you guys didn't hear, there was news yesterday that Chris McQuarrie, who has directed 2 Mission Impossibles, and I totally forgot that he directed Jack Reacher too, so 3 Tom Cruise movies. He's apparently being eyed by Warner Brothers to direct Green Lantern Corps. And a lot of people were excited about that and everything. And then I started making the joke like, well, I guess that means Tom Cruise gonna be Hal Jordan. I was posting GIFs and I was just making a whole big thing of it because he's been rumored before. I don't know if you guys know that, but he's been rumored before. So today, Screen Rant writes an article, speculation. Really. No fact, not fact-based, didn't hear anything, no inside sources or nothing. Basically, the title of the article was Tom Cruise may be the next Green Lantern, and the Twitter sphere almost blew up. First, it started off with just people going, nope, 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 if they do this, I cancel the DCEU, this, that, and this. And I was just kind of going like, okay, I was kidding. I was absolutely kidding and just trolling the idea of Tom Cruise because I don't think they would actually I don't think they'd cast Tom Cruise to play Hal Jordan. And then it just went to a whole other level. Then it went to just like DC fans and Marvel fans having a woke battle of representation in the universes. It wouldn't stop. It really wouldn't. I mean, you have Marvel fans that are so awoken by Black Panther, they're just like wanting all these, and they're like, hey, we got to have black superheroes. For some reason, where were these people? Blade was around? Maybe Luke Cage, that's currently out there right now, season 2 coming out this summer? Okay, I guess they don't really care about that. You know, there was supposed to be a Cyborg movie. Who knows if that's going to be the case? There's a lot of things. Same thing with Suicide Squad. Team led by a black guy, but whatever. So we got that going on, and then you have DC fans just like firing back, talking about representation, and it was just like a battle of who's got the more people of color, who's got the more diverse universe, and I'm here to tell you guys, they're both pretty damn good at it. Yes, there's been 16, 17 MCU movies that have had white male leads. Why? Because the characters were drawn that way. They were created that way back when, you know, things weren't really diverse, okay? That's just the way it is, okay? And, basically Marvel, Kevin Feige decided they weren't going to change it up that much. I mean, when it comes to the DC side, if they were to do a linear thing like Superman, Batman, Aquaman, I mean, obviously Aquaman, they did a little change. We could thank Mr. Zack Snyder for that one. But if they did just separate solo movies, I have a feeling they probably wouldn't have done that. And you know what? When changing Aquaman from blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil to a Polynesian, half Hawaiian, where Jason Momoa, it was a very smart idea because it actually does fit the character. But if they would have had like Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, The Flash, they're all white guys too. So it's just the way it was back then. So, I mean, this whole thing about saying like, oh, they just do that. They're just the sidekicks. Yeah, you got black sidekicks. They're just like little puppets. I'm going, there's also white sidekicks too. And who the fuck wouldn't want to be a sidekick? Hawkeye gets made fun of the most in the MCU, and it's a white guy. I mean, Jesus Christ. Anyways, it was just like, it would not stop. I kept seeing it on my feed. Now, back to the whole Tom Cruise thing, okay? I don't think it's going to happen because the guy is 55 years old. He's 55 years old. He doesn't look 55, and he surely doesn't act like it because he does his own stunts. He gets himself hurt. That's why I like Tom Cruise. If he were to get cast, I would be okay with it. I'd be fine. I'd be like, all right, that's fine. I'll be optimistic because I like Tom Cruise. I mean, he doesn't have exactly the box office pull, at least here. Because, I mean, look what happened to Mummy. We're stubborn here. Everybody else around the world was like, yeah, we love Tom Cruise. I said Tom Cruise. So both sides need to relax. This is just getting stupid and old, all right? Okay? We don't need a bicker. We don't need to have this woke battle of who's got the most representation. Both sides are doing pretty damn good, okay? Pretty damn well. Especially if you take, if you want to just take like the population figures, why is there more white leads? Well, that's because most of the population is white. I mean, it's just the way it happens, okay? But look at how far we've come. Look at how far we've come. We've come a long way. We really have. They're trying, both sides are trying their best. Okay, you could say one side doesn't give a shit. You know, you could keep on saying that, but the fact of the matter is, look what's going on right here. And look at, like, Black Panther, of course, is kicking all kinds of ass on the Marvel side. You know, with the DC side, we had Will Smith's Deadshot. That movie kicked ass, and he was basically the lead by him and, you know, Margot Robbie. But, I mean, that was a female lead, right? There you go. More characters are to come, and I'd love it, too, how some of these woke Marvel fans were saying, like, oh, yeah, we need a Jon Stewart Green Lantern movie. Fuck this. So, yeah, they're going to do Hal Jordan. They should do Jon Stewart. Pay attention, please. Pay attention to the news. We already heard that it was going to be a buddy cop movie in space. Lethal Weapon in space with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Both leads, side by side. Not one's going to crutch on the other, you know, not one's going to be the sidekick. They're both going to be in there. They both have different personalities, different ways to present themselves. Read a goddamn comic book! You know, the real test of audiences really wanting a lot of, you know, the diversity and stuff like that is in the next couple of weekends. Because one weekend already passed, and that tells a lot. And another weekend's going to pass, and then another one. And then I'm probably going to do a video just to see the box office figures for certain movies. Because I'm starting to wonder, do people actually really want this? Or do they just want to bicker and complain that there's not enough diversity in the movies? Let me know your thoughts about it down below, guys. Sorry that I rambled on and ranted about this. It just was so... I couldn't believe it on both sides. I was getting mad at both sides, okay? The people that I associate myself with who are DC fans, I was like, really, just stop. Just stop. You're fueling the fire. Just stop, you know, pouring that gas can into the goddamn fire pit. And then, of course, you have these woke Marvel people who, of course, you know, are just coming off this crazy buzz of Black Panther, and now they just want, like, every superhero movie to be just a black cast. And it's like, well, first off, that's not diverse, okay? If you want diversity, we need diversity, which means everybody, inclusion from everybody, not just one. It goes back to the whole thing about, you know, Black Panther, 90% of the cast is black, the most diverse movie out there. It's like, 90%? 90% of the same race is not diverse, but that was fine. We were okay with that. It was supposed to be like that, okay? Because the characters were written that way. They were created that way, so it was supposed to be that way, okay? Relax. Both sides. Let's calm down. Hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my content. And, of course, visit the closet for merchandise. All right, guys? I'll talk to you later.